Welcome back, boxing fans, to another fantastic episode of We Got Lined Up for You today. I should say, as Mike Orr has got lined up for you today. We are examining some of the best boxers ever, given their, shall we say, integrity. Their love of the sport carried them on into fame and fortune, I think.
Yeah, fame. Yeah, fortune, maybe not so much. More like maybe average pay.
They must have got paid an awful lot to do what they did.
Yeah. Depending. Seriously, yeah. You know what? They had to. They had to. They got to get this good money, guys. Second installment, number 2 of the worst records in boxing history, and today's journeyman is none other than Peter Buckley. Well, you guys probably don't know. Peter Buckley is a retired English journeyman boxer in the welterweight division. Although he most commonly fought in the welterweight division, he has competed at a number of weight divisions up and down on either side. Buckley turned pro in October of 1989 when he fought Alan Baldwin from Brixham at the Coliseum, Stafford, West Midlands, England. It was a close fight which ended in a draw. Buckley lost 256 of his 300 fights.
How many?
256. That's right, folks. I didn't stutter. Mr. Buckley, 32 wins, 256 losses with 12 draws. So, yeah, it's up there. He has a quote here that says, "I could try my heart out and still get beaten, or make it as easy as I want and still get beaten for the same money."
Ah.
So Buckley, who won 32 times in his 300 fights over a career, which was used as a measuring stick for emerging talents. In 300 fights, he lost 256 and won 32. This is a bizarre life of the professor, so-called because of a respected ability to teach talented prospects about the cruel realities of the boxing ring. Buckley would lose, collect his paycheck, wave the winner off onto a brighter future, then resume his role as the as the runner-up whenever the phone next rang. But this is a great success story. Buckley was in jail at the age of 15 when his father died, and boxing offered him a route away from his troubled teenage years. He now accompanies perhaps the strangest place in British boxing history, widely regarded as the best known of the journeymen, who provide the invaluable service of being a willing punching bag for future champions. Uses a measuring stick for kids with ambition and a reality check for those who will never make it. The key trait is availability. Buckley never turned down the offer of work, even as the defeats rack up. Often his willingness was taken to the extremes. Guys, this is crazy. 256 losses. That's some big numbers, man. That's a lot of fights.
Is he saying then that he admits to losing fights on purpose just to get it over with, type thing, just to give the kid a chance to spar, if you will?
Well, see, like he said, he could either make it. He could either try real hard, make it difficult on himself, or he could be easy and still make it the exact same for the exact same pay. So, you know what? We'll leave it at that and let all the other people speculate what he did. Because honestly, unless we hear it from his mouth or we find a quote, we'll never know. But second installment, what do you think, Graham? 256 losses.
I just can't figure it out. I can't figure out why. Was he honestly that bad, or was he taking dives?
You know what? It's just one of these things that we'll never really know until we talk to this man. So maybe I should. He's only 52. He's only 52 years old, so he's still kicking around somewhere, and I'm pretty sure we could probably get a hold of him. We could probably get a hold of him.
I wonder if he's from Nottinghamshire.
No.
Well, where did you say he's from? The West
He's
Midlands?
West Midlands, Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham, West Midlands, United Kingdom.
And
His career spanned from 1989 to 2008. So, guys, boxing fans, you remember the professor. You have to. You know, you got to remember him. I remember him. I remember watching this guy years and years and years ago. Yeah, he's just one of those guys, man. Gets in there, gets the work done, gets his paycheck, goes home. Win or lose, he's still there every day. Never refusing a call. Just one of these hard-working journeymen. So, that being said, this is only the second installment. We're not even at the worst. We're not even at the worst yet. We got 2 more days of bad records, and then we have Female Friday. And Female Friday, we're going to try and find the journey woman of boxing for Female Friday, which I'm still working on very hard for this weekend.
there have to be some.
Yes.
If they're journeymen, there have to be journey women. There have to be.
Definitely.
I mean, I didn't realize this was a job. When we first started talking to boxers a long time ago, I just kind of thought it was an inside joke.
Right.
Like, I came across a tomato can, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently this is a career.
This is a career. This is a boxing career. This is the B side of boxing. We've heard people talk about it before. This is what the B side of boxing is about. And I'm thinking B stands for just book me. It doesn't matter. Just book it. Book it. Book the fight. I'll come. It's all good. Yeah, don't even worry. I'll take the train 4 hours to get there. And guys, I'm only bringing you four of these guys. There's a huge list. We will give some honorable mentions, which are going to happen Thursday. There's some honorable mentions that need to happen. They might not necessarily have the most fights. They might not necessarily have any wins, but they will be mentioned here on Knuckle Up Thursday. The honorable mentions, you got to wait for those because those ones are good too. And
so I wonder if it's the case of the opposite, where you start out your professional boxing career and you just lose one, lose another, and you kind of say, well, I can win the next one, but you lose again.
Yeah.
And again. And you say,
Yeah.
I can win the next one. You know?
There is one guy that I have found on this list. I'll leave him unnamed. I'll let all the fans out there go and do the research that I did to find these wonderful records. But there is one gentleman who made his debut, and it took him over a year to make his first win. So, hey man, you keep getting in there. Hey, I can do it. Your coach keeps telling you, you can do it. And you keep getting in there thinking, I can do it.
Yeah.
It just never happens. It never happens. But, yeah, so Peter Buckley, definitely king of the journeyman, well known. At least he had more wins than we had yesterday with Jason Nesbitt. Jason Nesbitt was 10, 198, and 4. Today we have Peter Buckley with a respective 32 wins, but 256 losses and 12 draws. So, guys, it's number 2, man. Wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's even better. Tomorrow's even better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that story.
Oh yes. It's definitely a story, guys.
Can you imagine?
Watch it around the world.
Can you imagine the movie, the story of Peter Buckley? Like troubled youth discovers boxing,
becomes punching bag for prospects around the world,
and ends up on Knuckle Up.
Hey, ends up on Knuckle. Where else would he end up? His career has been over since 2008. I'm pretty sure he's not the talk around the water cooler at work.
Can you imagine being the gym who's hired him as a coach right now?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what he's doing.
I have over 300 fights in my
Yeah, I have 300 fights under my belt, man. Trust me, I've got lots of experience.
Exactly.
We'll show you how to lose with dignity and still be able to collect your check
and make some money. So there's hope for you and me yet.
There is. Honestly, oh wow. And you know what? Honestly, Buckley, out of his 256 losses, which is, I'm not even going to say which is second to most. Now third to most, guys. He's fought, a number of quality world champions and British champions, including Duke McKenzie, Nassim Hamad, Jason Cook, Paul Ingle. Um, oh man, the list goes on. Michael Gomez, Scott Harrison, John Murray, Bradley Price, Derry Matthews. Like this guy has fought, the who's who of champions. It's just unfortunate that none of those wins ever came from any of those fights. And it's B-side of boxing, man. Book me and I'll be there. That's what it is. Book me, I'll show up. I'll give you a show. I'll collect my check. I'll make the prospects look good. And you know what? That's it. That's how it works. So, guys, you heard it here, man. Peter Buckley, the best known of the journeyman. Um, definitely, definitely a true boxing anomaly.
Out of curiosity, did you find any of his fights on YouTube?
Yes, there are guys. Go out and check them out. You can find them. They're out there.
Any knockouts?
Well, yeah, him getting knocked out.
Yeah.
yeah, it's in there a few times. Okay. Surprisingly, I'll give it to him. Out of the 256 losses, he only was knocked out 10 times.
Wow.
So, it's not like he's just a shit show and he's in there just getting his head, split. It's just no matter how hard he tried and no matter how hard he didn't try, the outcome was always the same. So, he got stuck in that side of boxing, and it just goes to show you that even if you're never going to make it as the next world champion, they've always got the openings in the mailroom. Is what we'll call it. So that being said, we'll leave you guys with that information and that wonderful boxing record to take in and give some deep thought to.
Yeah, consider your career choices.
Consider boxing, folks. If you're looking at doing boxing, consider that this could also be your career. So we'll leave that. Number two. That was number two. Tomorrow's a new day. It's hump day. We're almost there at the end. We're almost there. But yes, tomorrow, another journeyman, another horrible record. And guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow because you're not going to want to miss this one. It's Mike Ord 4 coming to you from the Knuckle Up studio, talkinfight.com. Make sure you go check it out. Subscribe. Don't make me come and get you. You better subscribe. Check me tomorrow. You're going to want to see this. It's another great one. I won't ruin it. I won't spoil it. But yes, you will. You will find out another horrible record in boxing tomorrow. So, guys, make sure you tune in. Same time, same channel. It's your boy Mike Ord 4 coming to you live with the worst records in boxing. Knuckle up.
Thank you.